up, everybody? My name is Gabriel CapShotz. As always, with me by my side is Michael Hush.
Yo, so today we are talking about D23 and all the good stuff that Marvel released and lack thereof pertaining to a couple movies. Um, so I want to get started with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Um, so they had kind of like footage they released there, and I'm reading off my phone. That's what I'm looking down. But basically they showed some stuff with Namor fighting M'Baku, which is probably those fight scenes
It's
are
gonna be
probably gonna be
hard. It's gonna
sick.
be hard, yeah.
Yeah. Also, they apparently revealed another new look at the Black Panther, and shows Queen Ramonda saying that vibranium cannot be traded freely because the world would misuse it. So basically, the whole world's trying to get vibranium now that they know about it. So this movie's gonna be nuts, man. It like I genuinely cannot wait. And I had once Chadwick passed away, rest in peace. I was getting a little worried about it because I didn't know what the hell they're gonna do, but honestly, and I'd be reacted to that first trailer. That looked good.
It's really good. I think one of the most important things, so like, biggest things I'm looking at right now is gonna be Namor. I'm really excited
Yeah.
to see with the changes they did with him. I think that he looks great. I think the Atlanteans look great. I don't know if they're gonna call him that or not. I don't remember. I think maybe they are.
I
I
don't
don't
remember
remember.
either.
But regardless, I think the designs look great. I think the new costume is gonna look cool. We're gonna see Ironheart in the series,
Hmm.
in the movie. So I'm looking forward to that, of course. I think this will be a really good movie for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. So let's move on to the next one. So after that one, they did Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, like we're gonna say this a lot. We're looking forward to all
Looking
this shit.
forward to it. Looking forward to it.
We fucking love this shit. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I did not think they would be able to like make after the first two, I did not think they were gonna like go this crazy, and with the third one, I thought it was just gonna be like a normal anime movie, but they're going hard because this anime movie directly links to Kang Dynasty because Kang is the freaking main villain of Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I genuinely cannot wait for even a teaser trailer of what's to come for that movie.
I think it's really cool, man. I read a little bit about it.
Hmm.
Basically the entire backstory of this movie is clearly gonna rely on Kang stealing Cassie, and forcing Ant Man's hand to basically do a time heist. So I'm
Yeah,
very curious what that's gonna entail. We're gonna have some TVA agents in there. We're gonna have some hints at like Loki being associated with the TVA, maybe some weird stuff going on. It's supposed to directly tie into King Dynasty or something like that. It's supposed to tie in later on in Phase 5, something with Phase 5 at least. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. I think this is gonna be a really good movie. Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly as Ant Man and the Wasp, respectively. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
me too.
Every single both the movies I think are very good. Ant Man and the Wasp, a little bit lackluster, but at the same time, still a very good movie, very solid movie up there in my list personally for Marvel, for MCU movies. So I think it's gonna be a great movie, man. Definitely looking forward to it for sure. Can't wait to see what these end credit scenes are gonna be looking like. What we're gonna be pushing towards for sure at the end of these movies.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm banking on there being at least two for that one, two end credit scene. Now as far as I know, this movie's coming out before Loki season 2, right?
Um, Maybe.
So if it does, this would be like our actual like extended look besides of Loki the end of season 1, seeing Kang in action. Like this is going to be our first time seeing that, and genuinely like I watched the show Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Great show.
It's fantastic, and it helped me learn about a lot about these characters because they did stay true to the comics for the most part. So I saw how fucking hard Kang is to beat. So I'm very much looking forward to what Marvel Cinematic Universe does for that. So apparently for some of the footage they showed, there's a lot of footage shown at D23 but not released to the public, unfortunately. Oh my
Motherfuckers.
god damn it.
Just wish I could have gone.
That would have been amazing. Um, but apparently the Ant-Man footage ended with Kang asking Scott to team up. Scott denies, and Kang effortlessly pins him against the wall with his telekinesis.
Cannot wait to see that.
What
Like that just
that's
picturing that in my mind just sounds fucking dope. So like I can't wait to see that physically in a trailer or just the movie itself.
yeah,
Um,
same.
dude, it's gonna be
It's
great.
it's gonna be so sick. So I think that's all. I mean, as far as I know, that was all that was released about
For
Ant-Man and the
Ant-Man,
Wasp.
yeah.
That's all I really saw. But I was excited to see the news about it. So now we're gonna move on to something that me and Jacob watched yesterday, and it's Werewolf by Night. And we have three words about what that show is,
You
and
want me to
it's
say it or you want me
you
to
could say
say it? You want me to say
you
it? You
could
want me to say it? What the
yeah.
fuck?
Like what
I
the
mean,
fuck,
what the
dude?
fuck?
it it's something. I enjoyed the trailer. It's very weird. I haven't watched it again. I need to. Um, but I love it because it's different than what Marvel's done before. Like they are like if anyone tells me, "Oh, Marvel just does the same shit over and over again," I'll show them the trailer for Werewolf by Night,
Show him
and
the
they're
trailer for Werewolf by Night and shut them up immediately. Um,
yeah,
uh, I'm interested to see it, man. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I'm looking more forward to just seeing like the more whimsical, like supernatural side of Marvel. Since
yeah,
we
me
saw
too.
Moon Knight, we saw a little bit of that. We saw like a little hints of it. Now Werewolf by Night's gonna kind of not tie it directly into, but
Mhm.
kind of follow that same type of lore. I'm for sure looking forward to the movie coming out. I think it comes like early October, right? Or was it
Yeah,
late October? So early October,
I think it's October 6th.
something like that. Maybe October
I have
9th is what it was.
oh shit, I
I
thought it
might be
was gonna be on
wrong.
here. It's October
Whatever,
6th, I think.
whatever date it is. But basically, early October, we're gonna be getting Werewolf by Night, black and white movie, really, really dark, really gritty type of movie. Like in the trailer, it
Yeah.
doesn't even release like who is the werewolf. We have no
Mhm.
fucking clue.
You know,
Um,
we they did release the actor who's playing it, but I never heard of the guy before, so but I like the aspect of like a murder mystery type thing. And it's supposed to be like a campy, like paying homage to like the older monster movie type stuff, like it's not type stuff, but like like horror movies and stuff.
yeah.
So they're definitely going for a different crowd for this one. I'll still watch it. I'm not a big horror guy at all, but I'll watch it. I don't give a
I
fuck.
am. So I'm definitely looking forward to that being on my radar
Mhm.
here the next couple weeks until it comes out.
And actually, there's another thing. They had some characters in there. One they have a dope ass poster they just released.
I saw that. I actually saw that. It does look super cool. Possible man
Um,
thing. We're seeing some man thing in a werewolf by night.
yeah. So like, there's gonna be Jack Russell is playing werewolf. There's gonna be Man Thing, which Jacob told me yesterday is basically Marvel
Basically,
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing from DC Comics. The Marvel version, basically. So
I wonder if he's like, because Swamp Thing's pretty like in DC. Marvel, no, Marvel. Swamp Thing is like very powerful. He's like a super powerful character. So is like Man Thing like on the same level
I'm
or?
sure he is in his own ways.
Hmm. Okay. Then we have Elsa Bloodstone. Do you know
Not a
anything about
fucking
her?
clue.
God damn
Zero.
it.
Negative, actually. If there was negative on the scale of knowledge about a character, probably the negatives. It's a fucking
So
hard ass name, though.
yeah. Bloodstone. Like God
Bloodstone, what a
damn it.
fucking dope name.
God damn.
God damn.
Uh, then we have Simon Garth, aka Zombie. Is gonna be in it. So yeah,
Sick.
yeah, don't know anything about any of these characters, but I absolutely love because like we got Blade coming up. They just did Moon Knight. Doctor Strange is hopefully getting farther into that aspect of supernatural Marvel stuff. Like we want to see this stuff because it's different and they got a lot of cool shit and they have a whole squad for that type of stuff that called the Midnight Sun, so like that's gonna be dope. So they have a giant part of the comics where they haven't even touched it yet, so or the MCU.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna keep saying that for every one of these because I love Marvel. I love all this type of shit, man.
Me too.
I think it's gonna be really great. I think like this little whimsical side is gonna be a lot cooler. Like you said, Midnight Suns. So we're gonna get some Midnight Suns versus Werewolf versus Man Thing. Like versus whoever. Like I'm down.
Hell yeah, and hopefully one day Mephisto comes around.
One fucking day.
One day, because we all thought he was coming WandaVision and he never did. God damn it. All right. So next is let's go Armor Wars. So
Armor Wars.
we all thought that was getting canceled because they never announced it at
Didn't
Comic Con.
fucking say anything at all
Yeah,
about it.
literally nothing. But apparently they start shooting this. So Armor Wars directly connects with Secret Invasion, which we'll touch on a little bit. But basically that like comes out after, obviously, and they start shooting it this year, later this year, I believe. So don't know what that's going to be about. I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, there's a comic book storyline for that. They're probably loosely based off, whatever's in the comics for that. But looking forward to that because that's gonna be different. And I like Rhodey. I want to see more of him.
Definitely,
Especially,
definitely want to see more of them.
I love War Machine. I feel like we don't get to see a lot of him. So I think that's gonna be very cool. So we have Loki season 2. I don't know when that is. I don't. I do you know when that's coming out? Because I don't remember
Not a
seeing
clue.
that.
Maybe late 23, maybe. Because they're
Most
filming right
likely.
now, and I think they finished wrapping. I don't remember, but yeah, it's supposed to be coming soon. Another thing I'm looking very much forward to. Loki and
Yes.
Sylvie. I mean, were so much fun in that first season. Tom Hiddleston nails the fuck out of every performance he does for Loki. All the different versions of Loki that we got to see. Young Loki, old Loki, Mighty Loki. Was that what we called him? The
I don't
African
remember.
American one. I don't remember if he was like the mighty Loki or whatever we
We'll
saw.
go with that.
Alligator Loki.
Uh,
The
one of
different
the best One
versions.
of the best Lokis is Alligator
The
Loki.
little mini scene of we saw Frog Thor.
Yes, which I
That was
totally missed. Totally
yeah.
missed that the first
I
time.
had to go re-show Mike the freaking the scene where he was. I mean, dude,
And god damn it, if we don't
God
get to see
damn it.
Thor, if we don't see Frog Thor in the future, I'll be pissed. I'll
President
be pissed.
Loki. Shout out
Yes.
President Loki. Yeah, we obviously saw the first appearance of Kang. That whole how this whole thing is gonna unravel. There was a little scene there in Loki season 2 where I guess he pronged the faces of the living tribunal, or the three faces of like what the TVA stands for.
Hmm.
I forget what they're called for whatever reason. I think it's living tribunal, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he basically prongs them and they all turn into the faces of Kang, like different versions of Kang. So I
Yeah.
thought that was so fucking cool. Like I cannot wait to see that scene. Just like the shock, the amazement out of his face. Like holy fuck, dude. So
It's
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 like
gonna be
that's the whole
wild.
time. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. Um, Miss Minutes is supposed to come back. The little
Yeah.
clock is supposed to come
Hmm.
back. So I'm
Shout
looking
out to
forward
Tara
to that.
Strong.
Shout out Tara Strong,
Uh,
my little childhood. Um,
dude, but
so
like,
yeah,
dude,
it's gonna be
like,
good stuff. I mean, I don't know.
I didn't like just to go for season 1 of Loki. Like, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, and have, I guess, as it was a very important Disney Plus series pertaining to Phase 4 and for the future. Even up to Phase 6. So like I did not expect that at all,
Yeah,
and I'm
no,
very
Loki
happy.
literally just unveiled like the fucking main big bad of like the next two fucking phases. Like that's
Yeah.
this blows my mind. Is we go into this show, like I don't know much about it. It's supposed to be this trailing across time type of show, and as the season went on, we get Lady Loki, aka Sylvie. We get Owen Wilson's character, Mobius M. Mobius. Um, and then like throughout it, we just like kind of go along. All of a sudden, we find out Kang has been the leader of the TVA, the creator of the TVA, the entire time.
Yeah.
There's a way that
Wild.
you can literally sit there and sync up WandaVision as well as the last episode of Loki, respectively, and it's I mean like just the crazy draws that Marvel is going to at this point, to where we're getting this stuff is just insane to me.
Now, let me ask you this, because there's a few more things I want to say for at least season 2, but I want to ask you this: for that sync up thing you showed me right after you showed me Frog Thor, um, do you think that was intentional, or because
Had to be.
that's some
It has to be.
crazy?
Like there's no way, because there's no way that you can sync it to that amount of perfection and then it not just be on purpose. I mean, of course, there's like a potential to where like you can sit there and manipulate the episodes enough, but it's like almost like simultaneous minute to minute of like those two shows that like they sync up like that. It isn't just some like, oh, you can like if you start the WandaVision clip here and you start the Loki clip here, it's like the episodes themselves, like close to within the minute of each respective episode, that happens. And it's like, dude, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So, like, I was when you told me that, I was like, "There's no shot that actually is real," and then it was real. And the fact that someone caught that, like, what are you guys like? What was that
Nerds.
guy doing?
Not that I was a nerd, but holy fuck, dude, what an absolute nerd.
There's levels to this game, and I don't know where we are, but those guys were higher. Uh, so also there's a new casting for season 2. Don't know who this guy is, so I'm gonna butcher his name. Hee Hugh Kwan. It's been cast in Loki
So
season 2.
that, if I'm not mistaken, hold on. Let me see. Season 2 Loki casting. I'm gonna look it up again because I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea who he's playing. I've never even heard of the guy. I saw a picture that he was in Indiana Jones, one of the
Yes,
movies, as a kid.
I cannot find it. How do you spell his
Uh,
name? Fuck.
I will tell you, it's Ke
Yep.
then space Huy
There we
space
go. I got it.
space. Yeah.
So not only was he in that movie, but he's also one of the main characters of the freaking Goonies. It's Data.
Oh,
Um, and
he's
he
been
was
a
also in
lot.
the movie called Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is apparently is a very, very like very popular movie.
Yeah,
Um,
I've never seen it.
he was in a couple of the Indiana Jones movies, I guess. You know, I guess, but I've fully watched the movies. He's been in a few like Asian flicks, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know who he's gonna play. I don't care. Fuck it.
I don't know. I
Um,
don't know. Bug it.
great, cool. Give me some more actors, dude. I don't care.
Now,
Um,
before I go into more of the season 2 of Loki, do you know when it comes out? Did they release anything about that?
maybe 23. We already talked
I
about
hope
this.
so.
We already said at the beginning of the Loki talk. We literally said 23 probably.
Oh, dude, because
You fucking
I need it
monkeys.
ASAP. I need a fucking ASAP,
I
dude.
do, man. I need it. I need it in my life. Ever since I
Uh,
saw the set photos at McDonald's, like early or like the 50s or whatever, I was just very
mhm.
curious. I was like, how the fuck did they end up at McDonald's?
But for sure, we're getting a trailer at Comic Con next year.
I hope so.
100%. God, I hope so too, because I need it. I need it
I
now.
need it. I need it now.
And goddamn, we'll be reacting to that one immediately.
God damn.
Uh, God damn. So so apparently, season 2, Loki's back in the TVA, and Mobius and Hunter B-15 don't know who he is. So that's gonna be interesting. And Loki season 2 capitalizes off the ending of first season. Obviously, this is the calm before the storm. Loki's trying to warn everyone about the coming war with Kang. Like, oh my God, she's gonna go crazy in this
I
season,
feel like
man.
we're gonna get a lot of different cameos that are gonna be so fucking sick, and it's not even funny.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be insane. Now we're gonna go to a little thing that I was disappointed about. One of Marvel's been killing it, in my opinion, as of late. This is the one thing I was like, God damn it. They did not announce the cast of the Fantastic Four. Um,
Motherfucker, dude, you pissed me
they
off.
they
You pissed me off.
uh, they that was one thing me and Jacob were like, that's a lock for sure. Like that, this is the time where they do that because they didn't do anything at Comic Con. All they did was announce the director. But I was telling someone this the other day. Like the show, they just basically tells me they don't have anyone cast yet.
Yeah,
Or they have.
they're narrowing it down, or they're like that
Mhm.
the last couple, and they're like, damn it, like it's gonna be kind of difficult. I kind of understand because for the first time, really, we're getting multiple characters who are literally gonna be the main cast. You know, we got the the Eternals with all those different characters. And that was kind of tough. That was like 7 or 8 different characters we had to like kind of focus on, try and get to know all at once. Now, of course, if you're a Marvel fan and stuff like that, you know their origins. But what are their origins going to be for the MCU? We already got
Yeah.
told that in Fantastic Four, we're not going to get an origin story again. We're basically going to be just implanted and boom, they're there, we're in it, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, so with that being the case, just fucking give it to us already.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
fucking give it to us.
I want it. I want it as soon as possible. And I'm here. Like this year, next year's Comic Con is gonna be very like we thought they killed it this year, which they did, but I feel like they're gonna go even crazier for next year's Comic Con.
For next year's
Honestly,
Comic Con, they gotta go insane. They definitely have to.
I think, and I definitely think they will. Now they did announce one thing for Fantastic Four. I'm curiously optimistic. But they announced that the director from WandaVision is directing Fantastic Four. It was John Watts, but he had to back out. So I forgot the guy's name, and I thought I had it. But the guy who directed WandaVision is going to be directing Fantastic
I'm
Four.
down. I'm down. I
Me
think
too.
WandaVision was a very good show. I think it was
Mm.
a very good kind of introduction to his directing style, and I think the way those episodes worked, with how the season was, with the unraveling every week to week of who and how is this thing, was great. I thought it was awesome. So I mean, with something as weird as the Fantastic Four, it's gonna be really interesting, and curious as to what he's gonna be able to do with that for sure.
This one, I mean, I guess I didn't realize how much people loved the Fantastic Four. Like this movie is going to be very, it's going to be looked at by a lot of eyes, and it's going to be it's going to be criticized by a lot. So there's a lot of pressure on this guy to make sure he does it right
Well, I
because
mean, before anything, I mean, this is Marvel's first team.
Mhm.
Marvel's first family. Before the Avengers, before anything, Human Torch was the first ever Marvel hero. So this is riding on a lot of things.
Yeah,
I think as the days go on, as the years go on, I think the original movie that we got in the early 2000s, I think it's kind of slowly aging. It's aging well, in my opinion, at least. I think it's a fun movie. It's a cool movie that we saw. I think the effects weren't bad. The practical effects of the thing were not terrible for that day and age, and I think the
yeah,
effects were a little corny with like Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, but I think the movie wasn't bad. Silver
we've
Surfer,
seen
different
worse.
story. It was pretty bad. Um, but
We've
not
seen
worse
worse.
than the newer movie they try to come out with Miles Teller and stuff like that. Miles Teller,
I,
love the actor that played the thing. I loved the Michael B. Jordan. I mean, I love these characters, but the problem is they just don't work. They do not work as characters or they didn't work as those certain characters. Because I mean, obviously we get Michael B. Jordan recast as Killmonger, fucking phenomenal recasting for him to be in the MCU
yeah,
again.
killed it.
Miles Teller, I would not mind Miles Teller as a Human Torch. Really wouldn't, especially after him in Top Gun and just different characters that he's played. I think he'd be a
Hmm.
good Human Torch. Probably not gonna
I'm
happen,
down
but at the
for it.
same time, I wouldn't mind Miles Teller as a lot of different characters that haven't been cast yet.
Oh yeah,
I think Miles Teller is a good actor, and I think he can do some justice for some of these Marvel characters that we have yet to see. Um, but ultimately, this movie does write a lot, like you said, just because of it being the first family, being like these main characters that we've been waiting to see that are very pivotal in a lot of storylines, especially the ones that are coming up. Secret Invasion had a good amount to do with Fantastic Four. Skrulls are kind of pivotal in like Fantastic Four, are like main villains. We have the Super Skrull, who is a main villain for the Fantastic Four. Um, all these different things kind of ride off of the Fantastic Four. Galactus coming in eventually. All this different stuff. Fantastic Four is there. So
yeah.
we need them. I want to see the Fantastic Four interact with some of these characters that we have. Potential for Moon Knight in Fantastic Four to get in there. Tom Holland, Spider Man in Fantastic Four. Like,
Hmm.
give me the Fantastic Four. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of the Fantastic Four, and a lot of that has to do with the older movie. But
Yeah.
and the comics and just like different forms of media, the early 2000, not early, like, mid 2000s TV show that was Fantastic Four. That was really cool. That was
Hmm.
fun. I don't know, a little tirade there, but damn it, give me fucking Fantastic Four.
I'm excited for
Damn it.
like there's a lot of pressure on this director to do it right. Like you gotta like he has to do it right. And I don't know how much Kevin he wanted apparently before they wanted a big name director that Feige didn't need to babysit. I think director choice is fine. I'm just cautiously optimistic because you know these characters haven't been used in a while, and the last time they were used, it was a fucking shit show. So, and I didn't even watch the movie. I just heard how horrible it was. So, they got to do it right. And also, can we we can't leave this guy out. Fucking Doctor Doom. He's got to be. Do you think he's gonna be that like the main villain for that first one?
I don't know, man. There's rumors that there's scenes in Black Panther that we're gonna get the first scenes of Doctor Doom in the MCU. I've seen a couple
I
different
would shit my
reports,
pants.
which I don't know if they're true or not, but Henry Cavill as fucking Doctor Doom.
Hmm.
Dude, I would not mind it at
Not me either.
all. I think that would be a pretty good casting that I had not thought of before, is Henry Cavill as the Doctor Doom. He has that physique that could really portray like a more what Doctor Doom should be.
Dominating
Like
type person.
dominating, just very like
Strong.
filled out Doctor Doom. Because Doctor Doom is not just this guy who gets like this electric powers and shit. He doesn't get like that. He's just fucking. He's a unit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
Can we just have Henry Cavill play Superman, Doctor Doom, and a bunch of other Marvel characters? Can we just have him do
I'm
that?
down.
And plus The Witcher, and plus whatever else he's doing,
Whatever
and
else he
James
wants to do.
Bond,
Whatever he wants to
and
do.
James Bond.
I
Like,
don't care. Whatever he wants to play, give it to him.
have him play everything. Because
Like, have him and Miles Teller play everything. They could be Black Cat and Silver Sable for all I care, dude. Just let them play everything. I don't care.
you know what? I just thought about this, but you know what? Henry Cavill is Spider-Man. I'm
I'm
kind of
fucking
down.
down. Fuck Tom Holland. Who? Tom Holland. Who? No,
Oh
but
my god.
seriously, I mean Henry Cavill and Miles Teller respectively deserve real shots in the MCU and as Marvel
Yes.
characters. I think there's enough to
Mm.
choose from, and Henry Cavill as Doctor Doom, the Doctor Doom, who is an infamous big bad in the MC or Marvel universe
General.
in general. Yeah, I mean, give it to me. I am
Yes.
so down.
Dude, I just cannot wait. And like that, can you imagine they released the first trailer for Fantastic Four? Like the internet is gonna break. Like that shit is gonna get, I say, over 50 million views.
It's borderline Endgame shit, man. I don't know why,
Mhm.
but it's gonna give me Endgame vibes for sure.
As I said before, like I didn't really think much of them because I like this is because I didn't wasn't like super into the comics before. I kind of watched the movies and that was it. But like I didn't realize how much people fucking adore those characters. And now I understand. But like before, I was just like, okay, whatever. It's Fantastic Four. Like they're cool. I like them. Love Doctor Doom and the whole universe. So like that and like the internet is gonna break when that trailer comes out. And even when they do the casting, like, dude, there's
Right.
so
When they
many
announce
fan
the
casts.
casting, when we get whatever 100%, same as the X-Men. But
Mhm.
apparently Kevin Feige did announce actually kind of a little easy way to move over to the next subject here is X-Men are not going to be in the MCU for a while. They have
Disappointing, but
no real like plans right now for X-Men. Fine.
Mhm.
Fine, I
I li-
guess. It's
mm,
whatever.
it's
That's
frustrating.
it's frustrating. It's annoying, and I think it's dumb. But at the same time, if they do it right, they get the right people to do it. Fine.
Yeah, because like,
Miles Teller Cyclops would not mind.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, when it comes to it, it is what it is. I think we're gonna get it when it needs to fit in the MCU. So as long as it does that, fuck it,
I can see
fine.
it. I obviously see why not in phase like the end. Obviously, we're at the end of phase four, but like with Black Panther, but like in phase five, it's kind of filled out. There's not really room at the moment. But phase six is, I think, I mean, that's got to be where they got start implementing X Men because
We're
they are
gonna
a big
start
part
getting
of Secret
X Men.
Wars.
We're gonna start getting X Men for Kang Dynasty. Um,
Or Secret. I mean, do you think for that, or do you just going to be for Secret Wars, like,
it's gotta be
or
one of the
both,
two.
or
I
both?
think we're gonna start getting some teaser in Kang Dynasty. Kang has a lot to do with time travel in the MCU, different manipulations of different things.
Yeah,
So fuck it.
don't know. I don't know. I know Marvel has a plan. They know what they're doing. I trust them because like if they just throw it in there now, it's just not going to make sense at the moment.
It wouldn't
But
make sense, but it'd still be a satisfaction. Like
oh, 100%.
people would still want it, regardless of how much sense it'll make, which I think is a little bit dumb. I'd rather it sit there and make sense and be able to look back on it years from now and be like, "Damn, that was really cool." Just like finally paid off that Captain America could pick up Mjolnir.
Yeah,
Just like we find out, but I don't know, whatever else. I mean, Falcon finally becoming Captain America, for instance, like all these different payoffs that took years and years, we're getting.
yeah.
So actually, speaking of that, with that in mind, Captain America: New World Order.
Oh man.
Captain America: New World fucking Order.
And let me tell you guys something. Um, I did not expect this villain for this one. I'll tell you this. So I saw something today. I'll just say this and I'll say this real quick. Apparently, the movie's supposed to be like a paranoid thriller. So I'm down. So it might be like a lot of conspiracy theory type thing that I think Screen Crush said might have said about that. But I'm down. Whatever they're doing, I'm down. Like I love Sam Wilson as Captain America. I love the Captain America movies. I love the political thrillers stuff and like spy thriller and now paranoid thriller. Like it's gonna be fucking cool, man.
I'm down for it. I really am. I think that the suit that was in Falcon Winter Soldier for the Captain America suit was spot on. Literally like arguably one of the best turnovers essentially of real movies to comics, as far as costumes goes. In
Mhm.
my opinion, at least, I think that what else to say? It was great. I mean, the Falcon Winter Soldier was really cool. Can't wait to really have that come out. Um, I think that this movie is gonna be really cool. So you brought up the fact that we're gonna get an interesting villain. For the
Yep.
main villain of this movie, it's gonna be the leader. The leader
Yep.
finally pays off
All
over a
those years.
decade later. Over
Uh,
a decade later, we're finally getting the hint. We're finally getting the real, character of the leader. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they say what he's been up to for over a decade. Even more so in MCU time because the Marvel timeline is years and years ahead of that. Because of the
yeah.
5 year blip and everything like that they went ahead and moved up. It's like 2026 or something, like 2025 in Marvel time right now. So it's been
Mhm.
over almost like how long? Almost 2 decades technically, as far as that once the movie comes out,
Came
that
out
the leader was first hinted at.
came out 2008, so
So yeah, almost damn near 2 decade payoff, Marvel time,
like
man. Almost over like 15, almost 15 years basically. Yeah,
yeah,
basically 15 years of
like,
a payoff for the leader.
they better they better have a good explanation what the fuck he's been doing. Like honestly,
He's been in the
because like
shadows,
it's not even his fault. It's just been Marvel not
not
using his
capitalizing.
character. Yeah,
Which I mean,
yeah,
it didn't hasn't fit in anywhere. So I mean, they'd rather come up with a story as to what he's been up to rather than, oh, here he is a couple of years later getting his ass beat really quick and like move on to the next actual main villain. So I
yeah.
think the leader is a very big is a not very big, but he's a pretty arguably big character that needs to be have his respective own movie. And I think New World Order with Captain America as well as a new Falcon. We're getting a new Falcon. The Falcon Winter Soldier introduced us to the new Falcon in from the comics.
Uh, Joe Qua Joe
Joaquin.
Oh me Joe. What did you say?
Joaquin.
Joaquin. Oh my God. Torres will become the new Falcon. So I'm all for that. That's gonna be sick. Honestly.
In the
Um.
newer comics, after Sam Wilson took the reins, Joaquin Torres became the new Falcon. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I really really am. That movie's gonna be mind blowing. It's gonna be great.
Well, like I genuinely did not think that Tim Blake from Incredible Hulk would be playing the villain for this movie. If you asked me who the main villain was going to be, I was gonna like I don't know.
Try and throw
Look
some.
up.
I mean, I was thinking AIM. I was thinking AIM was gonna be in there with like New World Order being a thing and AIM being like a
Hmm,
relatively big like kind of villain organization. I was like, oh,
yeah,
maybe like AIM comes to rise or something, and Sam Wilson has to stop it.
and that would be the first introduction of MODOK.
Yeah, like all the,
Like that
a
would have been
couple different
cool.
little things, but fucking psych.
But but you think Hulk is going to be in this movie?
No.
You don't think so? That is his villain though. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, but no,
It's one of his villains.
no, I
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
I'm really hoping they pull it off because we've been waiting a long time for that. So they better pull it off.
It's been like in the top 10 of everything that Marvel hasn't paid off. Like Marvel things that happened that haven't paid off. It's been in everybody's top 10. Like,
Mhm.
arguably top 5 of like things that haven't paid off since that were brought into the MCU. Finally getting it. We're finally getting leader in a movie that's he's going to be the main villain of a movie too, which I think is great.
Yeah. Now who was the other villain you thought that might be like in Captain America? You said Psych.
Yes,
Who
I
was that?
think. No, no, no. I mean, I was just saying like Psych, we're getting the leader versus like we thought it was
Uh,
gonna be like AIM or something, and then it's like nope, you're getting the leader, and you're getting Tim Blake Nelson back as the leader from
Mhm.
2008. So we literally last saw Tim Blake Nelson as the guy from the leader, or as the name, the guy who becomes the leader. Literally just getting a drop of Hulk's blood infused into his open wound in his head, and his head just starts literally fizzing and becoming bigger. That's literally the last time
Yeah.
we saw him, and now we're getting the real thing. So
That's gonna be so sick. Also for this movie, Carl Lumbly will return as Isaiah Bradley. That's gonna be cool.
Down for sure.
I wonder if he's probably gonna get some action for sure.
He might have his little thing in there.
I hope so, because I would like to see at least one flashback of him as Captain America beating up some people. That'd be cool. I'd be
I
down for
would
that.
not mind old man Cab going fucking hey y'all.
Just going ham. Um, so I get so now we're gonna lead into something a little bit smaller. Then when I want to talk about the big stuff, like the big stuff, in my opinion, I think Jacob would agree with me. So we have Ironheart. Ironheart will explore the battle between magic and tech. Um, I forget who was confirmed. It's gonna be Blood something as the villain. I had it and now I lost it. Did I have it? No. Oh, Anthony Ramos will play the Hood. Sorry, I don't know where I got blood from. But Anthony Ramos will play the Hood in Ironheart. He's gonna be the main villain. So never heard of the villain, so I'm interested. He's he's got a hood on, two guns.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the look of the character in the Marvel comics had me interested enough to be like, all right, I'm down. I'm down with them for
Mm.
sure.
Not really much was like revealed. I think once we see Black Panther, I think we're gonna get pretty hyped for Ironheart.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, also one thing I missed for Ant-Man Quantumania, one of the biggest news that dropped. Randall Park will return as Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man Quantumania.
Bless
Thank the
up.
Lord.
Bless up.
Thank the Lord. Hopefully we
Bless
see
up, Randall
more.
Park.
Hopefully we see more magic. Also, I really do like his character, so I'm very
I
happy.
think the character is so dumb, but at the same time, it's so cool. I think he's so funny, especially in
Yeah.
season 2, or in WandaVision and in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think he was hilarious. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him come back.
So now off Ironheart we go Echo. They had a little panel for Echo. Nothing was really revealed. I think they did rep filming, so they're obviously in post production for that. Kingpin will return for that, and I
Little
believe
bandage over the
Daredevil.
eye. Little bandage
Yep.
over the eye of the Kingpin. Daredevil's supposed to come back. It's gonna be
Hmm.
interesting to see how a character that's blind and a character that's deaf interact with each other. So
Yeah, it's gonna
we'll
be
see how they
interesting.
do that.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one just because I liked what I saw from Hawkeye, so I'm interested. I want to see more. I don't know how many seasons they'll get. Honestly, we'll see how it goes. Now one of the bigger ones, Daredevil Born Again.
Whew.
They did a little panel for that.
Oh,
Nothing was
daddy.
really released, but Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio were on stage talking to the fans, and Charlie Cox did say like this is not season 4 of the Netflix thing. This
It's
is
a
a
completely new
reboot.
thing. It's like a completely new thing. So I'm
So
looking I'm looking forward to it, man. I think it's gonna be really fucking sick. Charlie Cox is my Daredevil. Vincent
yes,
D'Onofrio is my motherfucking Kingpin.
hell yeah.
So I mean nothing else to say. I'm just excited. I'm so happy for that to happen.
Me too. And also, we're getting Daredevil in the next episode of She-Hulk, so that's gonna be
Fuck
sick.
yeah, dude.
I'm all for that. They showed some footage too, but of course, we didn't get anything. So, fuck us.
Fuck.
Uh, but they didn't really say much about that. Unfortunately, I was hoping that we would get more. But as it was said in Comic Con, it's gonna be 18 episodes. So, don't know what they're gonna do. Besides maybe the Born Again story with a twist.
Bullseye is set to return in that show as well, so keep that in mind. Bullseye is
Is
set
that
to return.
confirmed?
It was set to he is
Oh,
set
let's
to
go.
return in Born Again, which is great, cool, can't wait. Hopefully we get Elektra back.
Hopefully, that'd be nice.
Please give me Punisher. John Bernthal, please,
I
please for
think
God,
on
Kevin.
I think that's gonna happen next Comic Con. They got to release some type of Punisher news
Yeah,
next Comic Con.
can't wait that long.
John Bernthal is too good of an actor not to get back.
Yeah,
You know, especially with he put a lot of work into the Punisher, and he genuinely loves the character. So Marvel, God damn it, you better bring
you
him back.
motherfucker, you motherfuckers.
So let's talk about the Thunderbolts.
Oh
It
my
was.
dude, I was not expecting the release of the characters. I was not expecting the cast to be just full on, just fucking thrown out there like that. To be
Oh no,
honest.
I mean that was one of the things I was expecting. Apparently they were supposed to, along with many other things, but we didn't get that. they were supposed to release the Thunderbolt team, and so we got for the Thunderbolts, and I like lost my shit when I saw this because didn't expect it. We did an episode before. I don't know. I actually no. I think you deleted it by accident. But we did an episode talking about it. And we had kind of like talked about what the team might look like. So the team is Ghost, Red Guardian, uh, the new Black Widow, um, Winter Soldier, U.S. Special Agent, and Taskmaster. Now, when I saw this, I lost my shit. Like in a good way, because I like these are really cool characters, man. And if like seeing it like a Marvel version of the Suicide Squad, oh my god, let's go.
I'm very curious how like these characters are going to interact, how they fully come together.
Might
You know,
die.
if Red Guardian dies, I riot.
Yes.
If Red Guardian or Yelena die, I will fucking riot. Honestly, if any of them die, I'll riot. I think like these six. I mean, Ghost can and Taskmaster. Never mind. So if those two die, oh well, it's all good.
I just love Taskmaster in general, not the way they did it in Black Widow at all, but I like I love just Taskmaster is so sick. Let's do it right.
Just do it
Do it
right.
right.
Um,
But
but U.S. Agent Winter Soldier in there too is gonna be really really cool for sure.
now, we're both on Twitter. I've been getting a lot of I guess, Twitter critics on my feed lately, and they made some decent points why they were not happy with this because a lot of these guys have very similar powers besides Ghost, all like super soldier type
Yeah.
people. And I'm like, okay, you make a point. Also, it looks really cool. So, so
I
like,
mean, to be fair, yeah, they're all similarly powered, but at the
yeah,
same time, they're all so different. They all use those same powers very differently. Winter Soldier has his arm, he has his natural, you know, the serum still. U.S.
yeah,
Agent has a version of that serum, but his head and his mindset and his loyalty, his little bent loyalty that he has, makes it a lot different than Winter Soldier's. Red Guardian is much more. He's a brute. You know, he's not very smart, but he's a brute, and he's gonna do what he has to do, type of thing. So I
yeah,
mean, Yelena is a spy. Doesn't necessarily have super speed or like super powers or anything like that, but she's got the spy. She can finesse. She was
yeah,
part of the Red Room. Ghost turns invisible. Sick. Looks
yeah.
awesome. Taskmaster, very strong, agile. All these different tools, and she can like basically replicate
Fight
people's
style.
powers, fight style, everything like that. So yeah, they're very similar, but they're very different in the same way, which makes it a lot cooler. Because now we're not just seeing an Avengers style that has 6 different assets that they can put towards it. They're all very similar, but they're also very different. That's why this team is not going to make sense, and it's going to have to make sense basically because it's the Thunderbolts team.
Yeah. I was a little surprised not to see Abomination and Baron Zemo. Those are the only two I like because like I mean Marvel. To be fair, Marvel kills a lot of their villains, so like it's hard it's hard to get them back as if
True.
you kill them. So I I'm surprised. I don't know what Abomination's going to do after She-Hulk. I thought it was like a lock that he was going to be in it, but we still don't know the story. Like Baron Zemo might be the main villain for this. Like he might break out and do some shit, and they got to go get him or something like that. So like
Yeah,
we
that's
don't know what
what's
the
gonna be
story's going to be
interesting
like.
is why are these people together and who are they facing? So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that for sure. Some more information. Looking forward to the trailer because I know they're gonna release it in such a way, very Suicide Squad esque, where these characters kind of first meet, the little interactions they may have throughout the movie. That's just like I'm excited to see how these characters really interact more than anything.
Yeah. But I'm glad they released it because I was dying to know. I was absolutely dying to know who the who the um who the team was, and also I'm very happy that Yelena is going to be like the leader because you just gotta love her. She's awesome. So she's sick, and I'm very happy with the new Black Widow. Um, but I was surprised and like very happy with this team. I think it's gonna be sick. I think the answer to the Suicide Squad. I mean, you never know. It might end up being better. Who knows? We don't know. But you gotta be you can't just shoot it down immediately. Like these Twitter people always like do that shit. You know, they just like see it and like, oh, we hate this shit already. Like, come on, like, give them some time. Like, this is not gonna be the only. Like, if this movie does well, this is not gonna be the only Thunderbolts movie, and this shit is gonna spawn other shit. So like, this,
100%.
just let it fucking go. Just watch the damn movie, enjoy it. Um, okay, so now, let's talk about the Marvels before we talk about Secret Invasion. Um, Marvels picks up right after Ms. Marvel's post-credit scene. I haven't seen it. Jacob has. Jacob, can you explain what happened?
Don't remember. It's been fucking 3 years since I've seen the movie. I don't remember. Basically, she's on Earth. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But the synopsis of what the story is gonna be, like, I want to make this brief because I don't fucking care about this movie. I'm gonna be honest, man. I just
Yeah.
don't. I just don't have any like real want to watch it. But I'm gonna watch it, of course. It's Marvel.
Oh, of course.
But it's literally the synopsis of this is they all somehow are gonna be switching bodies every time they use their powers. What the fuck is that gonna happen? All three of their powers derive from different shit.
Ah, come on, man. Like, dude, there's no. That's real.
Yes.
That's
That's
so
apparently the
weird,
synopsis
dude.
of the movie. Is they're gonna keep switching bodies and they're gonna figure out how to help each other or something. It's like,
Dude,
dude, how do
like,
their bodies switch? Like, Miss Marvel gets her powers from the bangle. Captain America or Captain Marvel got hers from the Tesseract, and then fucking Photon,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Photon got
Monica
hers
Rambeau.
from fucking the Blip plus Wanda.
Yeah.
So how the fuck does that? How do those correlate at all? Just besides you wanting them to.
It's like I am such a big fan of Captain Marvel, like in general, not even the MCU version, but just like in general. Like she's a cool ass character and she's strong as hell. And I like the Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes did a really good job with her. And I thought I liked the first Captain Marvel movie. I thought they could capitalize on it, on her like on her strength and everything, and that kind of disappoints me a little bit. That's gonna be weird. I don't know. We'll have to be optimistic for this one.
I'm only optimistic enough to the fact that they just need to make it make sense. If they make it make sense, I won't have a grudge against it. But right now, I have a grudge.
I'm
It's a
okay
grudge.
with
This movie's
them.
gonna fucking suck.
Like, can they just not like? Obviously, they're gonna team up, but like, can't like just not? I think like
They're
they're
they're they're
overcomplicating it.
basically gonna team up because they're switching bodies. And they have to come somehow to like if they use their powers, they switch bodies. Like, how is that gonna make sense between three people? Like
I do.
two, it makes sense. It can if they find a way to make it make sense. But it's like, how the fuck at
I
all?
do. I'm actually disappointed. I did not. See. I didn't see that on Twitter when they were doing the panel and shit.
I saw
Where'd you?
that somewhere on Twitter and I got pissed
and
so
you didn't.
fast.
And you didn't send to me. You son of a bitch.
And I got mad so fast.
You just
I
kept
think I was in the
scrolling.
bathroom at work at like on Saturday or something, and I saw it. And I was like, God fucking damn it, dude.
God damn it.
Or maybe it
And
was at
what?
work. Maybe it was I forget where I was. I just remember being on the toilet and I was just like, fuck, dude.
One other thing about it, which is kind of cool, Monica Rambeau will be trained by Nick Fury. So
Very
that'd be
cool.
cool.
Very
That
cool.
would be very cool. So let's just hope it's good. Um, so we'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed. Moving on,
Moving
please.
on. So I think the last one we have to talk about is Secret Invasion, which we got a trailer for. And it was sick. I was dying to watch it. We finally watched it yesterday, and man, it did not disappoint at all. I'm glad we got a trailer for that. I think it was the right time, definitely, to drop a trailer for that. And disappointed it comes 2023 because after seeing that trailer, I
I
want it
wanted it
right the
now.
fuck now.
I wanted. I wanted it yesterday. I want it today. I'm gonna want it tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
the show's gonna be really really cool. This real spy thriller type esque show of who is who isn't. Like, I think it's gonna be super cool. We watched the Screen Crush video on it, and like that's basically the entire synopsis of what he was really saying is that like there's anyone can be a Skrull. Like there's a potential. Like there's
yeah,
theories of Rhodey being one, of Nick Fury being one, Maria Hill. I mean, literally everybody in that trailer basically could have been a fucking Skrull. And
it's nuts.
it's a nuts to think about, and it's really cool to think about, especially like thinking of the grand scheme of Marvel, considering in the timeline of the MCU, the Skrulls have been around since the '90s. So we're talking like
Hmm.
30 years of like the Skrulls implanting themselves throughout the MCU.
Yeah,
So I'm very curious what's gonna happen.
I like there's some theories about like from Screen Crush the Screen Crush video that like maybe Nick Fury's a Skrull now. It's possible Maria Hill might be a Skrull, and maybe Rhodey, because now Rhodey's going to be in that. So like I'm just mind blown. Like what is going to happen? Like I said this during our reaction video. If you haven't seen it, go definitely go watch that. But like this show might have like a very like kind of what Loki had. Like it was a very important to the storyline for the future of the MCU. Like this show could be huge for just the MCU in general. Like oh my god, it looks so good.
I mean, I think, dude, I just think there's so much of me that wants this show to be the tie-in of the rest of Phase 4, which I think is gonna have some good amount to do with it. You know, we're not getting a lot of superpowers in there, right? We're getting Skrulls, we're getting humans. We're gonna be finding out every episode who is who isn't who. They say, you know, whatever else. We're gonna be getting this shit, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Uh, like just the aspect of not knowing who anyone is, like that is like I think I'm assuming it's gonna be eight episodes. So like each episode, you're gonna be on your toes. Like you never know what the hell is gonna happen, and I don't even know how it's gonna end. Like what the fuck is gonna happen?
Right.
Like, because if you think about it, Secret Invasion is a pretty big comic from from Marvel. So they're kind of watering it down a little bit, but like they're making it into something pretty cool for live action. So like I don't know what the end game is like because like you already have a big villain with oh god Kang. So I don't know where how the Skrulls are gonna fit in as a big villain later. Like where they gonna be as a big villain? Because like I need to see the Super Skrulls, man. Cause copying the other people's powers and shit.
You know, the fact that Skrulls can literally copy down to the cell and do that shit is so fucking cool to me.
Yeah, and the fact that like literally they're just slowly building their army to take over Earth, like that is, dude, that's so sick.
It's gonna be
It's
it's gonna be a really good show for sure.
gonna be wild. It really
It's,
is.
it's
Um,
giant.
I, th- I think that might be everything. Now, let me ask you this: was there anything, I guess, besides Fantastic Four? Was there anything that you were disappointed that they didn't show or release?
Um, I think the only thing I think it would have been really cool to just get the full on balls to the wall fucking release of like Punisher. I mean I know there's not many theories, many talks about it, but of course like if they're gonna do Punisher in the MCU again, it has to be John Barenthal. It has to be. Like there's
Yeah,
no one that you can recast that's gonna even do half the justice that he did in those those 2 seasons.
yeah,
Um so I think it would have been really cool. They're like, oh yeah, Daredevil, and by the way, fucking Punisher's in this shit. Like that would have been just insane to me. Like it's supposed to be like Daredevil's supposed to be this new big gritty thing. If that's the truth and that's the case, Punisher's got to be there. That dude's got to be first on the list to be freaking invited to that type
yeah.
of party. Really curious to see down the line if we get Jessica Jones, we get Luke Cage, we get a few different characters back.
The new Iron
Um,
Fist, please. A new version, please.
please. Not even
I
that
love
the actor
Iron Fist.
did a bad Danny Rand. It's just fucking writing in that show was terrible.
I think they'll probably recast him because it was
Probably.
pretty obvious no one really liked
Yeah,
him as Iron
yeah,
Fist.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll say this once, I'll say it again. I need a Heroes for Hire Disney Plus show
Please.
right now. Right the fuck now.
Wasn't there a theory for that we got like kind of confirmed? Just like that's a plan.
We ooh, I remember talking about it, but I
Because I
don't know
remember
where we
talking
saw it.
about it, and then like I think like San Diego Comic Con or something like that. They're more so hinting towards like, yeah, this is probably gonna be a thing.
Like a ground level hero type thing. So
Yeah.
I hope so, man, because dude, that is like that's a duo that I absolutely love, and I got a very small taste of from the Defenders. They did like a little bit with it, and I'll keep mentioning the show because it's so fucking good,
Great show.
and I might rewatch it. Earth Mightiest Heroes, Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes had it like one episode with Scott Lang as Ant Man, and here he hired the Heroes for Hire, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. Like we need that shit, man. Like it was so good, and like they're a very cool duo. And it's just the aspect of it is sick. Like they could do multiple seasons with it. It's like I need it now. I need it.
I need it now.
Uh,
I think this may wrap it. I'm not gonna lie. We've been talking Marvel for a hot minute.
Mhm.
I'm
We
looking
can keep
forward to
talking.
literally every single thing that we talked about tonight. I really am. Just Marvel's heading in a great spot, and to people that don't say or don't think that, fuck you. Um, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, same. Like they like I told this to my friend and he's like they are not, but like I said DC should be taking notes right now cuz
DC needs to
Marvel
be taking notes.
Marvel is absolutely killing it. And especially like I'm just assuming and we'll see after we see all these projects if they do it right, but I'm assuming they're going to do it pretty well or nail it right in the head. So I'm very excited for everything they're doing. And then what's to come? Like they never even announced anything from Phase 6 yet. That's all still a mystery to us. And I know it's not to them because they have shit planned out for the next like 20 years. So like,
Yeah, should probably. So next time I have kids, I'll be 70 by then. Holy shit.
uh,
Um, Damn, dude. I think Marvel's in a great direction. Just can't wait to see what's next for sure.
yeah,
So, with that being said, as course as always has been Jacob CapShotz, accompanied by Michael Hush. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought of the Marvel D23 panel. And that's gonna do it for us here at FTF Conversations, and we're out. Peace.
peace.